Jim Klauck, aka Checker Pro Joe, here on the Checker Pro Radio Show with Zachary Zaras from Level Concrete. Hello, Zachary.
Hello, how are you doing?
I am living the dream. Thank you so much for asking. Whenever I have you on the program, we talk about the benefits of leveling your concrete, um, the safety reasons for doing it, how long it takes to do it. Something we haven't talked about before is what does it cost to do it? Because we want it done.
Yep.
We want it done now. How do you price this out?
Yeah, so that's the $1 million question, figuratively speaking. But so we look at it. We look at lifting and leveling the concrete. We price it by the square foot, so it does vary by how much lift is needed. Now, I can say the average customer gets about 1 inch of average lift. Now, if you're waiting until the concrete's 4, 5, 6 inches down, the price point gets significantly higher. But if you catch it early enough, if it starts settling, it's an inch or two, if it's about an inch average, most people are about a little under $5 a square foot. So we typically like to tell people half the cost of replacement. In the current marketplace that we see replacements anywhere from $10 to $14 a square foot, with minimums in that $3,500 to $4,000 range. So that can kind of tell you, that's where concrete replacement is. We're typically start out half of that or lower. Now there are ancillary services when we start talking about joints and cracks and just the maintenance items you need, that can make the total bill a little bit higher than, half the price of replacement. But leveling itself, if you just want, hey, I want it lined up, I don't want anybody tripping, look to spend less than half the price replacement or less than $5 a square foot, generally speaking. Most of the leveling jobs are probably in the range of about $1,500. So you leave it at that, but it's hard to say without looking at your driveway specifically to know exactly where you're going to be. But we have the free estimates. You call us out there and we'll come out and give you a full proposal. I like to tell people we'll do a health check of your concrete. It's like going to the doctor. You want to know you're 100% healthy. If you call us out for the walkway, we want to look at all of your concrete. We're the professionals, the experts out there. It doesn't cost us anything to walk around and say, hey, everything looks great. Or, hey, by the way, I noticed there's some things going on here that you can do to protect yourself in the future, so we offer that.
And that makes a lot of sense because when people know they have a problem with one of the slabs on their driveway, for instance, let's say they've got 6 big pieces.
Yep.
One is cracked and, pitched up a bit or sinking. They know they have a problem. So when you come out, you're going to look at that. But at the same time, let's walk around the house. Let's walk around, the front walk, the back walk, the pool deck, because while level concrete is out there, you're going to want them to remedy everything because they're there. Okay. So it's not going to really cost much more to add a little more to the pool deck, maybe because they're already there fixing the bigger problem in the driveway, right?
Yes, absolutely. So it's a lot easier to add one small area on now than it is to call me back in 6 months and say, hey, I want to do this one area in the future. So it's sometimes it's better to bundle it all together, bundle it for savings. So,
yeah, no, that just makes a whole lot of sense. You guys have been doing this for some time in the greater Houston area. What's your radius? How far out do you go?
That's a loaded question, but we generally like to say about 50 miles from our office. Currently, The office is 290 in the Beltway, but any major suburb, we will go down on the Galveston Island. So if you're down on the island, you have a driveway down there or a bulkhead, a seawall, we can get down there and take care of those. And we go all the way up to the north side of Lake Conroe. So if you want to, north to south, if you want to go east to west, we go out from Sealy, Brookshire area all the way out to Mont Bellevue. We will cover pretty much the entire greater Houston area. It's a large area to cover. And we go out there all the time. We tend to bundle things together with other jobs in the area to make it worthwhile. But we're out there. We're everywhere.
That's a huge service area. A lot of service providers won't go that far for what they do.
A lot stay local. We go kind of everywhere, and we are working on strategic plans to try to, decentralize everything and put crews and people in each location. So, if you live in the Friendswood area, you're coming soon, you'd probably have a crew and design specialists or reps to come out there and take a look at everything. They're going to live and work in your area. So it'll be your neighbors that are living and working for you. So that's the end result we're aiming for here soon, to allow that territory to even get larger than it is today.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to throw it at you. How much does all the concrete weigh in your service area? Can you imagine what that number would be? That'd be a fun number to try to calculate. Someone has a rough idea, but I mean, I can't imagine, right? I mean, think about it. I'm just thinking about the concrete. It's everywhere, right?
I can sit back and I can tell you right now, demographics, we have about 1.2 million single family owner occupied homes in the region we're in. The average home has about 750 square feet, and 75 square feet weighs 4,000 pounds. So 4,000 times 10, you have 40,000 pounds per house times 1.2 million. You can do some math, and that's just residential. That has nothing to do with your streets, your parking lots, your commercial.
And that's just driveway.
That's just driveways.
Yeah. That's not sidewalks, walkways. That's not foundation. That's not pool decks. It's just amazing, the concrete. It's amazing the earth hasn't just collapsed.
Collapsed in, yeah.
Zachary, as always, I enjoy our time together here on the program. Thank you so much for joining me today.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks for having me.